Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. We have a trade to announce. I know I'm a little bit late to the game, I apologize, but I was sleeping like a lot of people when this trade initially happened because it was right around 11:30 p.m. Eastern time where I am. So we have Derek Stepan from the Arizona Coyotes being sent off to the Ottawa Senators in return for a 2021 second round pick that was originally owned by the Columbus Blue Jackets. I'd have to imagine that was from either the Ryan Dzingel trade with the Blue Jackets a year or two ago or the Matt Duchene one. Either way, this is a very interesting trade and a very controversial one from everything that I've been seeing already, so I want to get my outlook on it and really explain all you guys everything there is to know about this trade, why it made sense, why it didn't make sense, and everything in between. But as always guys, make sure you stay all the way till the end of the video, and if you end up enjoying this kind of hockey content, please hit like, subscribe, share this video with your friends, and all those great things. But to get right into it now, Derek Stepan was rumored to go to the Senators for really the past week, and I didn't touch on it in a rumors video because it felt imminent that would happen, because why wouldn't it if that type of interest was there? It's not like a blockbuster deal or anything like that. So that's exactly what happens. It's made official now between the two clubs, and the Coyotes actually just tweet out that. But as you guys can see right here, this was the initial tweet that first came out that I at least saw regarding this deal, and it's very interesting for a couple things. Because one, Derek Stepan, as we know, playing the past 3 seasons with the Arizona Coyotes, has been a solid centerman who's really been relied upon as their top line center, when in reality he isn't a top line center and really has been for a while. I can tell you, as a Rangers fan, during his time with the Rangers, I loved him, but he was never a full set in stone top line center. Top 6 definitely, but then towards the past couple years now with Coyotes, he's more of a bottom 6 center for sure. He only had 28 points this past season in 70 games played, including 10 goals and 18 assists. And when he was originally dealt to the Coyotes back in 2017, along with Antti Raanta, and the Rangers received that 7th overall pick that became Lias Andersson, as we know, and Tony DeAngelo when he was still a prospect, that was a solid trade at the time. But looking back now, we can see how Derek Stepan has continuously declined in his play. And at the age of 30, at 6 foot, 196 pounds, I should say, he is a solid veteran in that locker room for sure, in that bottom 6, but you shouldn't be expecting too much offensive upside for him. And now when you look at the situation here with the Senators, he has $6.5 million left on his contract for the final year. That's exactly what they got him for. But it was all really heavy when it came to the signing bonuses, around $3 million to be exact. So now you're only really paying for a guy like Stepan just around $2 million for his final year. So I'm sure that definitely went into a factor with the Senators making this deal, knowing that they can get him little to nothing versus his actual salary when it comes to the bonuses. So not bad at all. And they give up a second round pick, which it makes a lot of Senators fans not too happy from what I've seen. And here's my outlook on it. Look, Derek Stepan, as we know, you can expect probably around anywhere between 25 and tops 35 points out of him, but that's probably stretching it, even though I would expect, honestly, the Senators offense to be quite good in the shortened season, given the fact that they have a lot of great young guns in that lineup. So a lot of people are upset about the fact that he basically takes a roster spot away from one of the coveted rookies, because when you look at their center depth as it is, they have so many. The Senators currently have centers playing the wings like crazy and everything in between, but when you look at guys that are probably going to play center, or at least very well can, you have Josh Norris leading the way, who very well could be a Calder nominee, a dark horse. Then you have Tim Stützle, assuming that he makes the team. He could be playing the left wing, or he could be playing center. Then you have Derek Stepan now. Then you have Colin White. Then you also have Logan Brown. Then you also have guys like Chris Tierney, who's been solid the past couple years with Ottawa. And then you have Artem Anisimov. So you have a lot of guys there, and you need to fill them out in those 4 lines and then disperse everything else. So it's going to bring more competition for the young guns that are trying to crack this roster in the full rebuild now, and I think that's a good thing. You want to have competition. You don't want to be a lock just to make the team right away. You want things to be fairly difficult, and Stepan is definitely going to add into that, but still, Stepan is a lock in that top 9, probably top 6 if you ask me, given his veteran leadership, and he's going to bode well with the young kids as well. And it's only a 1-year deal. Again, I understand it. I understand the people that are upset about this because they want to see the young kids thrive. It's a shortened season as well, and an unprecedented season, the All-Canadian division. Why not just let all the kids thrive in their positions in the top 9? I perfectly understand that argument, but at the same time, that's usually not how the NHL works. Whenever teams do rebuilds, whether it's a retool or rebuild, it's not very often that you see the top 9 just flooded with rookies, let alone young talent. So I don't see Ottawa doing that completely. They have a good balance right now between youth and veteran leadership in their roster, bringing in guys like Danov this offseason as well, which was a great add. But now you bring Stepan to just help solidify things, help the kids as well, because if you you just have them locked in and hit the roster right away, they could get a little bit ahead of themselves, when in reality Derek Stepan is going to bring a lot of leadership to that team in the locker room just in that short all-Canadian type season for them. So overall, I think this was a very solid trade for both sides, and I know it's a second round pick. You don't want to give that up as a rebuilding team, but it was Columbus's second round pick, so that very well could be either middle of the pack or towards the latter half of that first of that second round. So it shouldn't be too big of a deal, but again, I understand why you don't want to give up that for a guy who had 28 points this past season. So I understand both arguments here. I'm both for and against it. I want to hear your thoughts as always, guys, whether you're a Senators fan or a Coyotes fan. And it makes sense because now the Senators, they currently have right around $6 million in cap space they're working with, and the Coyotes, who have been desperately trying to free up cap space, did just that, even though that they aren't freeing up the full 6.5 mil because they're already dealing with that bonus. I believe they still have around 3 mil in cap space that they're working with for a team that's trying to compete next year. It won't be easy. They'll probably be fringe out of playoff. That's what I would assume. That's what they've been for the past couple of years, but time will tell. But I understand this trade for both sides perfectly, and I also understand the arguments for both sides perfectly. But as always, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you like this trade? Do you not like this trade? Are you scratching your head? Again, I get it, I truly do. But if you ended up enjoying this kind of hockey content, want to see more great hockey content like this going forward, between signings, trades, and everything else there is to know about hockey, especially prospects, that's why I've been covering a lot lately, then please make sure to smash that like and subscribe button, share this video with your friends, all those great things. Expect plenty great hockey content here on the channel going forward as we get closer and closer to the hopefully 2021 NHL season. I cannot wait for it. I'm sure you guys can either, and you can expect so much here, and I want you guys to be a part of it. So if you could help us reach 3,000 subscribers, it would really mean a lot as another short-term goal, and I have all of you thanked for it thus far. So seriously, thank you all. It means a ton. I'm looking forward to doing live streams soon. I hope to do that with the World Junior Championships in the coming days leading up to the medal rounds. I would say I really want to get some of those games in because they're a lot of fun. I know that a lot of people in the hockey community have definitely been enjoying it, and I'm one of those that definitely wants to take advantage of the timing too. So thank you all again, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll see you all again real soon.